how do we start this? Do you need me to explain on Reneuco on general basis, or you already know what Reneuco is and just ask me questions lah. Sebab kita ni berada di dalam lab banyak kali lah dalam 2-3 tahun ni. So mungkin ada some of you wants to know what's the issue and what are the things that we are doing and apa yang kami akan buat lah, or tengah buat sekarang.
I think probably a little bit of company background, apa yang buat sekarang, and then what's the future plan.
Okay.
Then from there,
okay, the provider we can share with everybody, no problem. So I just keep to I just keep to what we are focusing. Kami ni adalah company yang looking at ESG. So okay, how it happens is that masa first we started, how it happens is me and my partner Mustaqim Datuk Mus lah, which is apa nama dia? Chairman, ya. Mustaqim. Yeah, we know each other for so many years. Daripada zaman we were in Pricewaterhouse, we were auditors. Then we went into corporate finance dekat starting at MIMB. We were the investment bankers. So I continued with my career kat Malaysia, where he went to Middle East lah. Okay. So how it started is that when he approached me, I was in RHB doing corporate finance. So I did IPO. Okay, I did IPO for Sabah, for FYI. So nothing wrong with them at that point of time. And he approached me to actually buy a listed company. Sebab at the site, he and his team has been developing hydros. So they were those first few yang start with hydro power plant di Malaysia lah. So the first project is in Sabah. Okay, so bagi listed company ni ataupun when you do senyap berhad, there's so much capital you boleh raise. Up to sometimes bila you dah asyik bagi personal guarantee kan, senyap berhad ni, the bank will not allow you to take some more loan lah. So kalau you nak buat business yang capex ni tinggi macam hydro ni, macam maybe 1 megawatt equivalent to 10 million ringgit, let's say lah, that is the base. You would need, like you do 30 megawatt, you need what, 300 million. 300 million tu untuk satu power plant. So as you grow up, becoming like maybe 100 megawatt, it goes up lah. So the cost will be like about 1 billion and more lah. So as a senyap berhad, there's a limit for the personal guarantee. You mati 7 kali, duduk balik pun you cannot pay the 1 billion. So that's why the intention is to raise capital. How do we raise capital? So we need to go to the capital market. So capital market is where you all are trading lah kan. So kalau kita nak raise money, kita kena panggil investors to come in lah. Yeah, so what we did was in 2018, kita beli kumpulan PowerNet. Kumpulan PowerNet ni dulu Lee Chow Wei punya company. They're supposed to have a construction projects with Rosmah prior to the fall of the BN masa tu lah. So bila BN jatuh, MCO happen, they sold the company to us, the public listed company to us. So what we did was we rename it as K-Power. Tak ada K tu, tak ada kemungkinan dengan Karim ke, or dengan yang hidup dan mati ya. Tak, I just answering the questions in your head. Tak ada kena-mengena dengan yang hidup dan yang mati. K tu daripada kumpulan, the stock code kat kumpulan PowerNet tu was K-Power. So kita kata shorten it lah, K-Power. So I was involved in the rebranding, and we rebranded it with a renewable perspective lah. So masa tu tak ada company yang buat renewable. We were the first one. We approached Bursa to actually put us under renewable, create a renewable index, put us under green lah. Masa tu belum famous lagi pasal ESG ni. So because our team is made up of people from the capital market. Our team masa tu we have people from the stockbroking side. We are all friends from younger days. Kita memang kawan sama-sama. So we are mostly bankers and also people, stockbroker lah. Ada one of my teammate tu stockbroker. So we have our own area that we combine together to actually move this company forward. Okay, right. Datuk Karim pula, when he heard about our venture, he wanted to be part of it. So we don't have money, he has money. We actually borrowed money up to the limit that we can to get 10% of the shares. Then he has money, he bought about 20%. So 30% we go and take the control lah. Actually at the end of the day we have 51% of the company. So that's how he started. Okay, things were well. Then suddenly Sabah happens. Then kita walaupun Datuk Karim ni tak ada kemengena dengan operation, because dia oil and gas, kita renewable, so we don't mix, and he doesn't even involve in the operation, nor does he actually give us project or give us money, but he impacted our share price lah. So because of that our share price tumble, and then because of the issue with Sabah, I have to go and tell Datuk Karim to resign from the board. So which I did lah, to resign. And he sold down his shares, and dia short sell dia punya shares, habis kita punya share price pun jatuh lah. So that's where we are lah basically. So never mind, at least kita ni we take it as a good thing, tak apa. At least now maybe the market will see that Reneuco ni is not Datuk Karim, K-Power or Reneuco is not Datuk Karim actually. We still survive with or without him, because the projects are not his projects, are our projects. So that's what we are. And of course we have problem getting funding, sebab some of the bank actually ask us to pay off straight away. Bukan pasal default, bukan pasal anything else, but more because we were associated with Datuk, so the bank pull our plug and we pay cash lah semua order dulu. So that's why our projects are slower now, because after 2 years kita baru start building rapport balik with the banks, when they are actually very certain that Datuk is no longer in our board and no longer influence us, or the perception is not there, then they will start talk to us, which alhamdulillah I think now we are starting back lah. After 2 years, 2 years lah, I think we are starting back, where on our business side. On our share price, we took a cut lah. We have to actually do a lot of things to maintain our shareholdings. You might not see us on paper, but we are somewhere else. But I think the share price to us is not relevant at this point of time. Kita tak kisah berapa banyak share price kita, sebab kita dah manage our loan, our margin and all that. So now we are actually focusing on the business first lah, because I think fundamentally it has to be strong first before we even work on the shares lah. Okay, I personally don't actually do all this share investment in anywhere. My shareholdings are limited to Reneuco je, so I'm not trader lah basically. So currently what we are doing is that we are actually going to inject an asset from Mus punya, Datuk Mus punya stable, to actually create a concession based income lah. So moving forward, what we are actually going to do, we are still going to have the EPCC, but we are going to have concession based punya income as well. Sebab kita ada projects that relate to hydro, 30 megawatt comes in first. Then we also want the bid to do LSS4. Kalau anyone familiar with LSS4, it's actually a large scale solar that SEDA has actually tendered out for bidding. So we are one of the 10 companies that won the bid. It's supposed to be completed by end of this year. From there kita akan ada cash flow lah, because the PPA or the power purchase agreement that we sign with TNB is actually for 21 years. Dia macam IPP lah kan, tapi kita solar on renewable. And then we also want a tender, kita submit tender to SEDA juga untuk buat hydro di negeri di Kelantan, buat 60 megawatt ke. So that one is still in the works lah. We are still doing it. And currently we also we submitted a tender also to ECRL to build to produce power for ECRL. So we want that as well. But unfortunately, we have to share with Cita Global, because kalau tidak kita tak boleh buat kat Pahang. So that is the way lah. Yeah. Okay, moving forward, I think that is our business model, asset ownership plus EPCC. Our healthcare, we probably be closing down. We have a logistic company. Yang ni bukan green lah, ini chemical based. Pasal masa tu zaman COVID, the company actually make a lot of money because they actually transport chemicals for glove, trial and all that for glove lah. Now it's actually okay lah, but it's actually a company that has been around for 20 years. Dia ni out sikit dari kita punya green lah. Basically we have to address this. So my plan is, because I'm a corporate finance person, I always want to find ways to create value. So my plan is to actually maybe in future the asset ownership part tu kita akan demerge balik. That means Reneuco, we will have another public listed company that only house the concession asset. Then Reneuco, we maintain dia punya asset light lah. And then the Chemtrails, which our subsidiary tu, we will actually maybe sell it off, or do or expand it and also spin it off lah. Kita buat public listed like company yang lain. So that is the plan lah. Okay, right. Any questions so far?
What?
Ya. They call me Sarah. Saya panggil perempuan.
Saya Azhar pada competitor lah.
Dari mana, sorry?
Afiwang Capital.
Afiwang? Oh, I thought
No, Remiser.
Remiser, okay.
Semua ni Remiser.
Kalau analyst, I ada different tone.
Okay. Okay, since fokus pada renewable energy, ada 4 type of segment business, energy, property, logistics and healthcare.
Yeah.
For the next 5 years, ada tak you nak fokus more pada energy and then sell some of the business yang we call it say not make money, let's say logistik ke property ke in the future?
Okay, property kita ni kita ada 2 projek. Satu kat Sentul. Satu lagi dekat kita menang pula. Kita government state of Terengganu actually give us a project kat Kuala Nerus tu kan?
Oh, tahniah.
Okay.
Baru lagi ke dapat tu?
December we announce. Kita sign the agreement. So mobilisation tu dah start lah. So we have to build houses for dia punya pentadbir, affordable houses for dia pentadbiran dia. Kuala Terengganu, state of Terengganu punya macam Putrajaya lah, dekat Kuala Nerus. That one is project yang akan ongoing macam like for 10 years lah we have, but we have to build like the mixed development over time lah. So kita ada 4 main big projects ni. I really don't know whether we are able to take some more projects, sebab kita punya project capacity tu dah limited.
Dekat Sentul buat apa Pan?
Ada kita dekat kita buat office buildings. This one yang Sentul project ni, itu dari dulu yang kita ambil dari masa kita take over, dia memang dah ada. So we just complete it. But there is 6 units of property under Mubarak, for Mubarak Group. Mubarak ni macam sebelah tu dia punya headquarter, dekat depan M3, and ada, it's a main road. You lalu you kan nampak
Entry mall.
Entry mall ada entry mall kan kat situ. So across the road.
Oh.
Ada tak gambar dia? Tak ada gambar lah, sorry. Tapi dalam annual report, kita punya annual report adalah, kalau you nak tengok.
Ada gambar lah. I cuba cari annual report. Ada tak gambar Sentul je, tapi tak ada info berkaitan.
Tak ada info. Okay. The project is almost completed. 100% take up rate already lah. Okay. And kita tak ada fokus, our focus, we were looking on more affordable housing kind of construction lah, rather than high end lah. Yeah.
Yang value untuk Kuala Nerus tu estimate berapa?
320 million tak salah
Oh,
ada. GDV.
DDB.
Ada tak? Order pun, tender, asset ownership. Okay, this is our LSS4. Kita partner dengan apa? Pahang State under PKNP.
The rate quite okay.
It's a bidding rate lah. I think berapa sen? 22 sen kot.
I mean, it's quite okay untuk Mr. Company.
Okay.
Contribute to profit margin kan?
Dia punya, of course dia punya margin for solar ni actually not that great. Okay, but for us when we actually tender for this is more on the strategic reason to have solar on our stable, on our portfolio. But having said that, macam mana kita nak dapat margin tu to be good is actually to work with other solar players to buy the panel in bulk. So that you reduce the cost.
Volume
Yes, volume based.
Volume.
Sebab solar ni bukan susah sangat nak buat kan. You just buy panel in your stack and then do the system and all that. But the cost is always the panel solar panel cost.
Mana ambil panel?
China ada banyak supplier, but mostly the cheap ones from China lah.
Macam soalan dia perlukan tanah yang luas.
Betul?
Jangan
Macam maybe kalau 50 megawatt you need about 150 acres or 200 acres of land. Ni kita punya acre ni berapa? Tak sure.
Ni tanah state government lah.
Yes, kita memang technically kalau you nak buat solar large scale, you memang kena partner dengan government or state. Sebab dia ada one that has a lot of land. You tak boleh buat pocket sini kan, and then it will not be, orang kata feasible in terms of financials lah.
Profit margin for solar berapa persen?
Quite small, I think 5%, less than 10% definitely.
Capex for
Alah, suara tak dengar, pakai lah tu.
Tak payah. Diorang dengar. Yeah, but it depends on how you manage your cost. Because the rest of the thing is quite standard.
Capex only one time is capex. And then maintenance berapa persen?
Oh, you tanya I technical sangat lah.
Sebab dia profit margin for solar agak nipis lah.
Agak nipis, betul.
So you dapat kontrak 21 years for
Yes, it's cash flow.
cash flow.
Yeah.
Ada juga suruh masuk agak Tanjung.
Ada Tanjung.
Itu hydro dekat mana? Dekat
Sabah.
Sabah.
Kota Marudu Sabah.
Ya, lagi satu. Pakai Sabah punya hydro macam mana? Dia kuat booming ke apa sekarang ni? Because a few player kat sana kan ada Jentayu, ada...
Ya, kita kenal Jentayu.
Ada.
Dia musuh kami ya.
Dalam. Kalau Friday Miss ke? Tak ada kan?
Ha?
Tadi bukan Friday Miss lah kan? Friday Miss ke?
I don't know.
Betul-betul direct competitor lah.
Direct tak ada, sebab bila kita masuk Sabah dia akan masuk. Kita hands on dengan dia lah in a lot of things because they also do hydro.
I see.
So there's some project in Perak also we collided with them juga. So itulah.
Perak ada ni pula.
Perak dengan gunung.
Dengan gunung tu shareholder dia dulu shareholder Plaponet. So dia copy, kita would like to say that they took our playbook, they copy.
Gunung kau ke Perak ada kat belakang. Apa? Gunung
Datuk
ambil-
CB.
Oh.
Datuk CB dulu dia dia shareholder crew Plaponet lah. We bought the share from him. Then he do gunung. Macam tu lah. Sorry, your question again?
Itulah potential hydro di Sabah tu in future should be ada bidding lagi ke? Contoh
Tak.
dah dapat ada Sanjung, mungkin akan ada lagi projek-projek akan datang ke? Pasal cash
Okay,
flow ke macam mana?
dia sebenarnya structure kita buat projek ni is project basis. So maknanya Adat Sanjung ni dia punya hydro satu. Sebab shareholder dia Yayasan Sabah. Yang kita ada KMP, Kumpulan Modal Perdana, government arm lah that invested in there. So dia ada structure Adat Sanjung. So bila kita bid for another project, for example Negiri tu kita ada partner lain. Partner kita was Terengganu State, Terengganu State, Kelantan State. I think Kelantan State lah.
Negeri Kelantan.
Then Kelantan State. So it goes like that. So kalau you tanya Adat Sanjung ni akan expand, dia akan limited tu satu je lah. Sebab kita punya model macam tu. Satu project, funder, investors. Then different project, different funder, different investors.
Project basis.
So project financing lah we call it, project base. Bila the reason for Adat Sanjung ni, Adat Sanjung is actually belonging to Datuk Mus and dia punya shareholders lah. Okay, the reason kita ambil kita Reneuco nak ambil benda lah tu actually the hydro, because it's already it's already operational. One of the line already operational, and then it's only nearly to completion. Some of it is nearly to completion. So we wanted to have stable income, so we took it in first lah.
Stable cash flow lah.
Stable cash flow.
Faham.
Yeah, because kita nak strengthen our asset ownership program ni. And also our funder, macam Bank Pembangunan is our funder, they are more comfortable if it's a public listed company take it. Like I say, Sedia Berhad ni, there are actually a maximum limit. Sebab under the private arm of Datuk Mus ni, kita ada about 300 megawatt lagi we have to develop. We have in Pahang, we have in Pahang, Perak, dalam private side. So kalau kita nak inject rights to develop dalam Reneuco, we have to actually come up with a lot of capex. So what we are thinking is that dia buat dulu kat private side, bila nak siap tu baru inject kat Reneuco. So that was the strategy lah.
Cara lah.
Cara dia lah.
Wan, tanya. Reneuco ni dia mostly focus on green energy.
Yeah.
Okay, jadi ni kalau tengok daripada company kat Malaysia ni, ada yang dah mula, yang green energy ni ada dah mula fikir biodiesel seperti Concord Group, processes sawit. Ada tak plan Reneuco ke arah sana juga?
Okay, you talking about biomass lah or biogas lah kan? Okay, and waste to energy lah kan, I assume. Kita memang ada plan nak buat. Cuba dekat Malaysia ni, the cost is too high because kita punya sampah ni basah. Meaning to say that you really need to have a good
pengasingan yang
pengasing tu. Itu that's why a lot of company yang kita tengok tu not really successful pun kat Malaysia ni. I don't really know any success story yang dapat profit daripada sampah ni lah. So kita pun tengok kat Indonesia juga. Indonesia pun we actually went and go and see, and I actually went to tempat sampah kat Sabah juga, the biggest. Tak tengok boleh duduk tengah sampah tu kan, boleh buat ke macam ni. So the problem that we are having is the technology. The technology tu, whether our sampah ni kita makan campur-campur kan, gravy banyak semua kan. So you need the heating system to be very very good to actually burn all this. Some technology from overseas Europe and all that tu we cannot actually utilize here because diorang punya makanan kering. Lepas tu diorang pun dah asingkan siap-siap. But kita ni, kita belum ada this policy to actually segregate sampah. So benda tu challenging lah, for us is still challenging. We know that Thailand has successfully done. Thailand ada, kita pun tengah explore nak collaborate dengan Thailand to see whether we can actually do something there lah. Cuma dekat Malaysia ni we know a few assets that is up for sale. Cuma kita rasa teknologi tu belum lagi able to be financially feasible lah.
Saying that tadi you have 4 major business kan tadi?
Yeah, okay. 4 major business, betul.
4 major business, and then moving forward you are entering new renewable energy kan?
Tak, renewable energy was our main business.
Tadi, okay. So future project, you ada project dekat Sentul, you ada project dekat Kuala Nerus, and then the others lah. Okay, based on your latest Q2 quarter report yang baru diumum, kita nampak ada saya nampak ada 18 million revolving credit.
Yeah,
and then I nampak ada net cash tu around 4 million. So untuk finance this project tu, what is your strategic plan?
Okay, actually good question that you spot.
Because I tengok dekat sini ni gearing almost 0.2.
Yes. That's why
so in 5 years what is your expected gearing?
Okay, so what we are doing now is not yet announced in the market. So tak apalah, just keep it simple. Okay, for the projects we are talking to all the macam LSS4.
Yes.
We are already financial close. We already achieve financial close. Maknanya kita dah dapat funded, which is Bank Rakyat.
Bank Rakyat.
Bank Rakyat fund us that. So for nigiri, Kuala Nerus, and satu lagi apa, ECRL.
SCRL.
ECRL tu we are still at design stage. So I tak boleh nak buat cash flow untuk go to the bank to get the funding because we still
dalam proses bidding lagi lah untuk
bukan
ECRL.
dah, ECRL kita
Dah
dapat,
dapat.
tapi kita tengah finalize design. Sebab tak naklah nanti tiba-tiba kan ERL tu berhenti tengah jalan kan, tak cukup power kan dari RE. So we need to actually do the design and talk to TMB and MRI on this lah. I mean it is a discussion thing going on the final design, how we want to be the IPP. Our bidding was solar combination with battery, and now we probably need to add gas, and then TMB say they don't have enough energy to back us up, so we have to think about what to back us up lah, you know. So still in terms of negotiation still there.
The bank rakyat tu dah.
Bank rakyat dah close.
Dapat LOA
Dah drawdown dah pun. Dah drawdown dah for the LSS4. Pasal LSS4 tu we started your own money. Sampai dapat financial close baru kita boleh lah
nafas terus.
but then we started because kita ada timeline. All our projects have a timeline imposed by SEDA, Sustainable Energy Development Authority. When we do the bidding, you have to have a timeline. Kalau tidak, you kena penalti. So kita kena start dululah. Whatever cash that we have to put in first and do it. Okay. So dari segi funding, dari segi equity pula, we are looking at convertible bonds. We have not announced yet sebab we are still talking. We are at the final stage of negotiation. We are talking to the convertible bond one subscriber for the amount of up to 350 million. This one is actually our war chest for the next 3 years. It's a very expensive war chest, but we are not going to utilize everything lah. This is just in case. So in the meantime, we are still talking to the banks, and our plan is once LSS4 dah moving, we probably gonna do a sukuk, wrap up the whole asset lah. Do a sukuk which is cheaper in terms of the cost of borrowing. So yelah, tengah negotiate lah dengan bank. Yeah.
Ada satu company hacker you kan, Reneuco dah pasal COVID-19 punya
Ini bukan Reneuco kan?
Bukan Reneuco,
Reneuco, okay.
Ada Reneuco dengan COVID-19 punya barang lah. So macam mana prospek company healthcare tu?
Okay.
Dia nak disposable atau nak jual kepada
Itulah.
buyer?
Sekarang ni
sale of the asset ke macam mana?
Renulab tu, our healthcare, we have actually, the reason why we bought them because we are utilising dia punya license untuk supply COVID-19 punya barang dulu, medical in Indonesia actually. So now we are not now that the COVID-19 is over, the pandemic is over, so we don't actually we don't actually proceed with that not much of supplying lah. And also they have been going into tenders with the government to supply products, but if you go heads on with Amaniaga, macam mana you nak menang kan? The margin is very thin. So basically what Renula has is that sebenarnya dia punya teknologi sangat bagus. Dia ada bone drafting, maknanya kalau you ada patah tulang, you punya gigi tak ada, nak kena implant, you use the bone grafting, dia halal. Selama ni bone grafting implant semua ada porcine tau, ada babi punya elemen inside there, but for them memang dia buat from scratch. It's under Sirim teknologi, halal, dia guna batu kapur. So but the problem is that business model dia kena jual dekat orthopedics, dentist. You kena ketuk semua orang punya pintu. And this is very difficult business model sebab you kena suruh surgeon tu beli produk tu sebab dia investasi kan, you masuk dalam badan kan. So surgeon tu you kena be incentivized to take your product. You tak boleh suruh hospital beli sebab it's all up to the surgeon nak masukkan ke tak produk tu. So yang tu lah penetration dia a bit difficult. So but I still believe in the product because it's halal product and it's the first one in Malaysia pun, in the world that is halal in terms of bone grafting. So basically what we are going to do, we are in the midst of doing now. We are already starting the registration process in Indonesia. We are trying to expand or to actually make it as OEM lah. If people doesn't want to buy us as Granule, okay lah, we become somebody else that they can put under their own name lah. And we also been looking out macam dekat Sri Lanka, dekat other places who actually, Australia, who actually use this kind of product with a manufacturer lah, maknanya we rebrand it under their name. But the halal is and all that is something that unique to us lah. Tak ada lagi dalam dunia ni. Tapi the problem is that we cannot force surgeons to take. In Malaysia, we cannot force the surgeon to take our product. So we have to do collaborations lah. We have to change the model to collaborate rather than to go and heads on with the big brands. Yang lain-lain semua brand-brand besar. MNC, multinational punya brand. Yeah. Tapi itulah, moving forward, I think we probably will sell it lah. But for me, I will have to create value first before I sell it lah. Kalau tidak, then we will write down a lot lah, financially we'll be impacted. So the strategy is to actually maybe build up the brand still. They are bleeding us because we have to keep on paying the capital expenditures. Okay, it's quite high because there are scientists inside there and all that. But I think we see how best to actually manage it lah for time being. Tapi again, healthcare yang ni bukan kita punya main business, but they are actually the one that bleed us lah.
Kalau tengok dia punya portfolio tu, too many portfolio. So
too many.
So focus actually that is dari segi management focus.
Okay, actually 90% of our contribution come from RE. So kita punya subsidiary ada 2 main subsidiary je. The engineering, it is all the contracts, the order book ni lah. Mananya? This one. So if you look at this, our infrastructure energy is this much lah, and our revenue contribution 90% from energy. The rest of it macam healthcare is a small thing, and I think it's more on what we have done in terms of our capitals, our structure. Kita ada own CEO at each division lah to actually look after that. Yeah. But even macam property development, we look at it as utilities, macam Colander Rosso, because we are going to put it as green city. It's part and parcel of our green initiative lah.
It's still small project. When you still small project or just for repo dengan government Terengganu?
Colander Rosso is actually 320 million tak salah value dia is relatively smaller than the hydros lah.
So about 10 years, 15 years.
10 years for us to complete.
So about 30% of 300, about 30, 100, let's say 100 million. Divided by 10 years, about 10 million years.
Probably lah. Okay. Any other question?
So that's why your structure, capital structure you tu lebih more to receivable you tinggi lah, because of you project base.
Betul.
So WACC you tu lebih, sekarang ni WACC you lebih banyak debt lah. So you nak increase your
I punya WACC will be low because my debt is low. So my equity is high. So the cost of equity is higher than the WACC kan. So I agree, kita actually need more borrowings to actually balance out the WACC kan. Itulah due to the issues that we have with Sabah, we have about 2 years blackout from the banks, that we are not able to get loan. So that's why you see our project base is very kita punya revenue line semua makin slow sebab we have to fund from our own pocket. And our cash flow and our cash is depleting because of that. Now what we are already starting again. We started the process with the bank. After 2 years they feel that we are no longer affiliated with Datuk Karim. That's why we managed to close LSS4 recently with Bank Rakyat, and we are talking to MBSB and Afin lah. Afin has given us the loan about yang you tengok dalam quarter result tu about 18 million working cap.
Okay.
Then hopefully with that, that's why we are also embarking on the convertible bond that we haven't announced to actually create war chest lah. So I think once the funds is in, then we'll be moving a little bit more faster lah. I think more faster than currently. Yeah.
So can generate CF earlier.
Yeah?
Hopefully boleh create cash flow.
Boleh, itulah. That's what we are looking at lah.
Potential convertible bond tu planning macam mana? ICPS 5 years, 10 years from now, dia punya tenure ni?
Tenure dia 3 tahun.
Oh,
3 tahun. It's like CPMTM ni program. 3 tahun.
3 tahun.
Tapi kalau boleh, I tak nak guna semua. Sebab kalau if I can get cheaper borrowing, I will get cheaper borrowing. I will not use that. That one is quite expensive.
Untuk 5 tahun akan datang kan, apa plan yang something yang orang kata killer produk apa yang K-Power
dalam 5 tahun datang kita ada maybe concession base, kita ada 4 aset yang akan create cash flow for 21 years.
So itu selain daripada yang Datuk Mustaqim punya aset inject dalam company lah.
Yeah, and then the by the side punya aset yang kat luar yang belum siap tu, yang dah semua siap kita inject. So kita akan ada a portfolio of concession based asset yang generate cash flow, and then kita akan, kalau boleh, kalau nak create more value, kita spin off. Kita spin off kan, maknanya kita jual, kita inject dalam ada PLC, we get cash, and then we can Reneuco can actually do other things lah, or we do the EPCC lah. So that means kita clean up the balance sheet, kita buat financial re-engineering lah. Kalau tak you capex base you heavy kan. So kita lean kan balik. So nanti kita create value. Then we have 2 listed company. Maybe Reneuco will have another listed company bawah dia. So yeah, something like that lah that I was thinking about.
Based on your Q2 punya result kan, kita tengok your PAT is negative lah.
Oh sebab ni
one of dia punya reason is lower revenue from healthcare.
Yes.
And then lower completion of construction punya ni lah kan. So and then the other reason is I tengok your admin punya expenses is higher lah. Will you comment?
Okay, admin expenses ni higher, not because of we put a lot more people in. Actually within that 2 years tu, I ramai juga yang resign because we cannot, some of the project cannot move kan because of lack of funding.
Manpower issue lah. Manpower issue lah.
Manpower issue juga. No sekarang ni kita dah
issue lah. Issue lah. Money issue. Kau bagi duit dapat lah negara.
So another thing is also because of corporate exercises. We have to pay advisors on corporate exercises lah, macam nak inject kota marudu, macam kita nak buat convertible bonds, kita baru-baru ni buat placement. We have to pay all these advisors, so that's why it's actually quite high lah. Tapi it's not really. And then kita pun akan tengah buat reorg structure juga. That means some of the subsidiary yang macam PISB ni dulu inherited juga. PISB is our dulu dia manufacture kain dekat Bentong. So we have been, the operation has been shut down, tapi we have been paying salary for the 3 years tak buat apa dia orang tu, about 40 people. So we are now taking the action to do VSS to them lah, maknanya kita akan clear lah. So those are the things that contributed to admin cost lah.
Higher admin cost lah.
Higher admin cost.
Kalau ada bisnes lain nak take over boleh lah.
Dah jual dah factory dengan land and factory we sold already.
Industri berapa setahun ramai?
Apa? 40. Tapi yang ni semua dia memang tunggu nak VSS. Dia duduk situ sebab dia tahu kena buat juga.
Healthcare pun lepas ni mungkin dalam
Granulate healthcare yang teknologis yang atas tu, okey, yang tu memang kita akan tutup.
Tu slow juga yang revenue.
Sebab dia punya model is to do tender process. You nak tender, nak lawan dengan orang yang besar-besar, macam mana you nak menang? Margin is very little.
So dulu tu buat sebab COVID
Dulu sebab COVID. At that time they make money because COVID. Now they they don't fit the business model anymore.
So you boleh clear out supply chain.
Yalah.
Tak cash out banyak.
Betul. So yang negative yang PAT tu is at loss because also our tax, kita punya 90 our subsidiary yang make the 90% profit tu is actually being taxed. Yang lain semua loss kan. So this tax ni, sebab tax ni lah kita kena negatif.
Another arm you punya company is a logistic punya arm.
Yeah.
Mostly contribute dari segi business macam mana?
Okay, logistik tu okay actually because dia orang ni dalam market
Movable among the site ni macam mana?
movable
Logistik punya business ni. Moving another site to another site ni atau macam mana?
Dia macam okay, dia like any transportation yang transport chemical. Dia you know like they deliver, then they put there and then the kepala tu jalan. You know if that what you meant lah. It's actually like any other logistic company that deliver chemical punya produk. Very high barrier to entry sebab you need certification to handle the chemicals. So yang tu stable actually. Cuma hari tu ada dip sikit sebab glove now for this quarter yang December tu, the glove market is no longer there. So the delivery of nitrile tu kurang sikit. Now dah pick up, but I understand January dia bagi report kat I dah naik dah the revenue.
So selain daripada glove punya produk tu, chemical apa lagi yang boleh utilize?
Dia pakai anything that it's not just glove. Glove was one of the glove tu dia punya chemical dia masa tu apa? Nitrile. Nitrile tu yang diorang transport. Selain dia tu any other chemicals yang ada specific grade tu dia can do. Ada that orang kata apa, dangerous chemical punya kategori. Yeah, because they are licensed to do that.
Jadi macam kategori petrol, minyak
ya, gas. Ya.
So yang tu boleh expand lagi.
Yang tu we keep on buying. Okay, we keep on buying new trucks lah. We keep on buying new trucks too because dia per order basis. So bila the new client comes in, then they will actually customize it for the client. So we have to buy truck for that new contract lah. Macam tu. InsyaAllah ada.
Normally the business recover once economy recover.
Should be that lah because for the past COVID time dia actually quite good because dia transport the nitrile more. Tapi now lepas tu December dia dip sikit, tapi now dia dah naik. January dia dah naik balik a bit.
That one kena beat kan? That one chemical need to beat other player.
I think ada 1 or 2 players dia. You still need to provide your quotation lah. I mean Saint-Thomas is our longest 20 years. Saint-Thomas is an MNC that's the supply all these products, all these chemical in the world. Sebab to transport chemical ni they need trust. And people they know that can handle it lah because dia bahaya kan. Alright, any other thing?
You nak go through your slide?
You nak go through dah ada semua dah explain lah. But we can share the slides with you all kalau we do this, okay?
So budget this year any advantage for company?
Well, you know the focus is always on renewable energy kan. So there be more tender for the RE products lah. More quota for us to develop hydros lah, or other means of RE.
Okay.
Tesla is coming to Malaysia. Is it any impact on your side?
We are not in EV yet.
Maybe.
We are not in EV yet.
Tesla is one of solar producer.
As a solar producer.
And also battery.
Okay, so far our solar project is LSS4. Yang tu kita dah lock with the manufacturer lah. But mungkin in future is something that we can look into lah.
I tak faham dia punya how cost once you set up solar one off And then maintenance.
Maintenance, okay, selalunya the cost of the solar tu, the maintenance, masa kita bid tu, pasal kita dapat income dari dia punya concession kan. So the concession tu will have factor in the maintenance as well. Maintenance tu is not that expensive lah, as far as I understand. I think if I can recall the numbers, maybe it could be like, you know, for our LSS4 tu, it could be about 1 million a year kind of thing. Sebab dia punya maintenance tu, you just make sure you lap, bersihkan kat atas tu semua kan, and potong pokok-pokok kat tepi tu, you know, make it clean and all that lah. So it's not that high lah.
Very low maintenance.
Very low
Nak set
maintenance.
up je first. Panel je lah buat yang paling.
Betul. Panel dia lah yang the issue.
That solar sustain 30 years, 20 years.
More than that.
More than
Kalau
that.
you
Depend
depending
on
on your
panel.
panel, yalah, depending on the panel, and you depending on the maintenance.
So you be income stream for stable income stream for.
Yeah.
So right now your company focus on create CF, which is stable CF. Then after that, you have which is good cash stream. That's your.
Yeah, in future we want to have because okay, the past 2 years have taught us a lot of things, ups and down, contracts, you know, banks, you know, the funding, those kind of things lah. So we know that things cannot be perfect lah kan. There's always element that we cannot control. So we need to be able to actually be sustainable, moving forward. Okay, we survive the ordeal, alhamdulillah. Cuma kita kena be in the position to be stable lah in terms of whatever circumstances. So that's why we created this asset ownership model to create a base income or base profit. But we still also look for all these construction related projects yang EPCC kind of projects, because the margin is actually quite high kan, 10 to 15%. And at the end of the day, our order book we have about 1.9 billion for the EPCC part. Cuma kita punya asset ownership program ni we are starting, and we hope that this will actually, you know, eliminate any volatility in terms of our income lah. Especially in Malaysia ni, even though we put in a project, tender process, we want like ECRL, we still been, you know, people still get 50% out of us, because if not we cannot do project like in Pahang. You know, this kind of things is happening in Malaysia. So that's why from our side, because we are not political affiliated with anybody, no, we are not also billionaires or millionaires, you know, but
Not yet.
but ini orang miskin buat bisnes lah kan, senang cakap lah kan. So we just need to actually be able, that what we had is our ability to structure kan, sebab we all were bankers before, and we were, you know, financial, we are also finance people, and we have, you know, we know how the bank works, we know how the capital market works, we know how to actually create value. That is what we do best. And I think my chairman Datuk Mus tu, his ability is more, he can actually convince people to give him projects. So that is his ability lah. He knows how to talk lah, sweet talker. So basically, if we pull our ability together, we can actually be confident that we can actually, you know, bring the company to, you know, forward lah. We have done that. Masa kita start dulu, kita yang createkan renewable energy, and a lot of the company including follow the way we do things. They do our playbook. They follow our steps. So we know that that is actually a way to do this lah. And okay lah, you know, we have issues, but I think if we survive, that means we are okay in any other circumstances lah, you know, insyaAllah. So yeah.
Kalau tengok you punya balance sheet yang latest,
Tak saya puasa.
oh puasa. Based on your balance sheet, I tengok ada increase on trade receivable.
Betul.
Almost 40 million. Okay, so I think for my point of view, kalau you dapat collect semua tu, maybe cash tu banyak lah. Kita tengok lah situ. But some of the trade receivable tu included to RTT.
Betul.
So-
That's why. Okay, the original setup of this public sector company macam cakap kan, kita ada projek kat Sdn Berhad, kita tak boleh raise funding dah, so kita kena bagi projek ni dekat it's actually started that way. Yeah. So on our private side also, kita pun ada masalah sama dengan affiliation to Datuk Karim juga, which we are sorting out lah. So the funding is there for all the projects, tapi
Sebab saya tengok agak tinggi lah dia
betul.
dia punya
Betul. Itu because kita ada masalah dengan bank to, I mean the bank actually, some of the banks actually ask us to clarify a lot of things. We're working on it to actually continue to pay, to draw down and pay apa ni lah, Reneuco. So kita tengah sort out masalah tu sekarang. After 2 years kita insyaAllah boleh resolve lah.
You just start repo dengan all banks that independent dengan Datuk Karim.
Sebab they don't believe us when we say he's not in. So for the first year tu memang teruk. Then the second year tu over time managed to take him out. Datuk Karim tak nak keluar, but we find a way to take him out. We threaten lah to say that kalau dia tak keluar, kita akan pergi public to challenge him in the court lah, to remove him from the board. So he doesn't want that. So okay lah, kita agree to part lah, but I know that he's not happy lah because he dumped the share straight away the next day. Sebab kita ada agreement nak beli share dia, but he doesn't want to sell to us.
So yang hari tu dia bagi siapa?
Itu I tak tahu lah. Dia tak cakap dengan I. Sebab tak ada new shareholder that evolve. So I don't know.
So 5 years you expect you punya share price ni berapa?
I tak tahulah. I tak play shares.
From management side, what your expectation?
Okay, we hope that sepatutnya dia surpass RM1 lah. Sepatutnya lah. Sepatutnya. Ya. Tapi I tak ada, I boleh lah cakap RM1, tapi at the end of the day, again lah, there are a lot of factors that I cannot control. That's why I don't play shares.
Let the market decide.
I focus on fundamentals lah rather than price now.
Kalau
So you focus on
fundamentals,
business.
lepas inject asset tu berapa expected dia punya revenue dia dalam beberapa tahun ni?
Itu bercakap lah.
Forecast.
Tak boleh. Cannot actually mention that. Nanti kan you all acted on my words kan. Bila share price tak naik, nanti you complain ke SC. Tak apalah. So have to be careful on that.
Okey, tapi soalan selamat lah. Yang hydro bawah Datuk Mustaqim kan, berapa dia punya rate dia dapat?
Yang mana satu?
Average lah dia projek-projek dia kat sana.
Dia dia punya rate tu differ in each territory sebab depending on the feasibility kan, the
Dia
feasibility
punya
kan.
average rate.
Tak ingat sekejap. Satu maru tu I think kita cakap about 26 cents
26.
I tak ingat yang tu for that, but it's public information. Yang tu kita dah announce.
Okay.
And I dah submit circular to Bursa yesterday for approval, for EGM approval, for shareholders approval at EGM. Yang tu dah public. I think you can find out lah about 26 tu. Dekat Nigiri I think 20 something cent juga, 22 ke 23. LSS4 pun is a public.
Tadi 22 tadi. 22 LSS
22 kot.
You cakap tadi.
22. Yang kalau you nak tahu, you boleh tengok tau. You masuk SEDA website, you tengok list of projects yang dia ada bidder semua tu, dia ada rate dia. Because it's a public info, sebab kita submit tender kan. So dia akan ada. Lepas tu you akan tengok yang mana yang tulis OHP. Itu semua dia punya lah. Private site je nama OHP. So ada buat 300 megawatt lagi dengan dia. Tak salah. Saya ada megawatt buat 3B lah. 3.5B cost. Actually dia yang the largest quota owner lah for hydro, for apa? Hydro. Tapi different size lah. Actually dia the largest now dekat Malaysia. again lah, kita financial constraint lah.
Okay, ada lagi soalan?
Soalan ni.
Puan, power tu RTO kan sebenarnya, reverse takeover kan?
Ya, kita take over from kumpulan Powernet shareholders, which is Reneuco punya abang lah.
So that time you make some private placement in order nak
Yeah.
become a new market cap baru kan? And the lagi satu part is you buat by 2021 you bagi bonus issue and share split.
Betul.
This is very generous lah. Saya pun dapat money from that lah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you
And
for
then,
that.
you know,
Yes.
I price the warrant to $2.50. The share price lari kejar sampai tu, kejar that warrant. That's a strategy lah.
Okay, thank you for your strategy lah. Okay, moving forward lah, let's say 5 years from now lah kan, since you a lot of acquisition by asset semua kan. Is there any corporate exercise in company planning, let's say right issue ke macam ke, order nak finance kan all the capex macam mana?
Itulah, that's what I mentioned, kita tengah tengok convertible bond. At the same time, we know that
Jadi potential.
itu dah almost the final stage lah. I tengah negotiate the final terms. So that one is a war chest, just in case we cannot get loan from the government, or the government pula, from the banks for our project, sebab kita ada timeline in terms of project, so we need to think about alternative funding, you know, we need to think about how to actually complete the project. So that's one. Tadi your question tadi, you cakap pasal WACC kita ni very, you know, not optimal, betul. So we need to actually increase our borrowings to be more optimal structure lah. So we are talking to the banks. At the same time, we are also doing other measures like hybrid equity macam CB tu, to actually start moving the project across lah. So and then bila kita punya concession, kita punya asset ownership program tu, like LSS4 dah complete, we probably will actually do a sukuk, take our asset yang lain-lain tu, pile it together with the quarter marunjung injection, 2 sukuk on it, to fund all the other projects. So it's a cheaper borrowing lah. And then over time, I might look at share consolidation balik, you know, make the number of shares reduce, maybe by, kita buat 144 kan, mungkin kita akan jadi 142 ke 14. So it's a lot of financial punya consideration lah, the structure, the capital structure that we need to manage lah.
Masalah background CF RHB pun kan?
Ya, betul.
Dia pun orang CF juga.
CF RHB juga kan?
Saya punya advisor punya style is corporate finance advisor, which is I understand you comfortable kan, then I transfer to how to plan to make money. So alhamdulillah, part you punya contribution tu, I think spend to 20 my client make money, full fund from beli masa RM7 tu, and then a few days later you bagi bonus tu plus share split, then 35%.
Masa tu that was a good strategy lah.
Thank you for that lah.
Tapi unfortunately I said lah kan, I pun sedih. Very sad. So that was the strategy that we take because kita nak increase the capital base kan.
Nampak.
Betul lah. Okay.
Macam ada speculation orang kata apa, macam tadi kan kita corporate exercise bonus share and split, macam ada orang speculate, the management dah tahu dah pasal isu Datuk Karim, so that's why dia orang do the corporate issue dulu, then the share price plummeted. Is it true or
no? Okay, I kan tadi disclose, I'm the one who do the listing or list IPO, buat IPO untuk Sabah. Okay, so I deal with Securities Commission directly kan. So kalau I look at any, if it's misleading or there's a material omission, of course I will go to jail or get fined about 10 million ke apa benda kan, 3 million fine or 10 years jail or something like that, or both. So when I was in the RHB as a corporate finance person, team leader leading this project, and also be the one who actually push this through together with Afin, I've actually engaged a private investigator to actually look, because I tak kenal Datuk Karim sebelum tu, so the job was pushed to me to do it for 3 months. I have to do it within 3 months to get it listed. tak balik malam lah kan, tapi boleh lah buat. So at the end of the day, I did engage a private investigator from Singapore to check. Memang tak ada findings pun. They cannot find anything. So okay, we take it as good lah, sebab kita dah buat extra steps tu. As a PI, they don't know, they are not aware. The management is not aware. Sebab management is not aware. But from RGB side, this is how we protect ourselves lah. Okay, tak lupa. Then after that, after the IPO and all those kind of things, I think so far okay lah, nothing happen. And I also helping Sebar to do fundraising and all that lah. Okay, placement and all that buat. But I don't think any of us actually know that this thing will be coming. The CFO, the ED is my good friend. ED, the CFO dia Azhan. Kesian kat dia. Satu benda pun dia tak tahu. But he get implicated as well. And I know that he's a very straight person as well, So I think it's only a handful of people who actually know what's going on inside there. Even the CFO yang Azhan tu tak tahu what's going on. So more or less other parties outside lah. Itulah. That is what my take is lah, talking to these people. And when Sebar in crisis pun, I came in and help jugalah, try to manage, contain it kan. But it's quite difficult because we don't really know the whole picture lah, basically. I think his style is divide and conquer. Dia tak akan maybe share dengan semua orang lah kan. So itulah, that is my take lah.
Just want to clarify the speculation and that lah.
Yeah, but I can tell you dekat Reneuco, he doesn't get involved in our operation pun. He doesn't tell us what to do ke. We don't take instructions from him. It's independently run.
Okay, that's why another to make our objective kan, kita buat our session bertemu dengan company management dengan organizers yang represent to investor, baik retail, corporate or institutional kan. Pertama kita nak dekatkan gap between knowledge antara investor market dengan listed co. Macam ni lah, betul tak? Kita tahu clearly. Kalau kata bersalah, salah tak sini, betul tak? Orang kata kalau buat salah, takkan buat di sini, betul tak? That's the key kan, tak payah cerita kan. The key sebenarnya dalam listed company ni, something yang kena ada kuat balance. My experience bukan sebuah-sebuah. A lot of company bila dia pergi listed kan, balancing market dengan performance company tu kadang-kadang ini yang menjadi problem paling besar sebenarnya. Contohnya kan, bila the market is investor tak ada access macam ni, you don't know clearing what any operation everything semua, betul tak? Kalau you tengok the operation company tu, most of listed company is good, tapi dia operation tak sama dengan market punya ni, tapi tak balance. Market pula depend kepada kata speculation, depend kepada bila berlaku speculation akan berlaku manipulation. Dia bukan speculation, manipulation tu bawa speculation, speculation pun bawa manipulation. Bila market tak understand all investor, so start lah speculation berlaku dan price is going up sampai satu tu tahu tak balance, dengan apa yang the company tu punya orang kata expectation. Banyak dia jumpa kadang-kadang kan, company tu kata aku is the real economy, take time on this one kan, dia banyak challenging. Tapi orang yang bercerita ni macam projek ni dapat semalam lah, price yang ni dapat semalam lah. Okay, the another issue I can share ni, another bila circle ni, bila expect orang bila dah pergi, orang yang luar dia akan pressure internal balik kan. Ya, kita tengok projek ni, lepas tu you pergi share, price you pergi, kenapa projek tak. Sometimes bila balancing tu tak ada, psychology sometimes will happen to internal. Kadang-kadang company yang tak strong dia lemah juga. Sebab kita kat market ni pressure. Sebab kita expecting more, kita punya expecting ni apa yang kita dengar. So dengan program macam ni kan, kalau kita tengok, baru kita sedar after 4 company kita bawa, betul tak? Kita tengok operation, business, fundamental is okay. Now why tak related dengan market tak? Pertama, banyak unsur-unsur katalah speculation tu kan. Kalau kita dapat tally kan, dapat seimbang kan, company pun more relax, company pun tahu how to nak drive kan, and then investor pun know this one. So investor pun orang kata can participate dengan keadaan passion betul. Orang kata nak bina room pun bukannya bertahun-tahun juga tak kan. Dia ekonomi tak sama dengan stock market. Hari ni nak beli tekan je kan. Tapi yang ini baru nak buat LO pun makan masa 2-3 bulan.
Negotiation setahun lebih.
Belum lagi. Tapi dengar dengar kalau owner ni pergi jumpa baru sembang kopi kat kedai mamak pun dengan ibu kedai pun kat market dah cerita macam dapat tender 1 bilion.
Macam ECRL tu kan. Itu 2021 punya cerita tau. Baru tiba-tiba menang. Menang pula macam tu kan. Yelah sebab kita dah lupa bukan.
Tapi objektif tu penting. Objektif tu bila kita faham apa dalam structure company tu, apa objektif dia kan, apa dia punya blueprint kan. So ini yang kita nak kata balancekan dengan market punya perspektif. So bila market pelabur more understanding, lebih fundamental, tahu hal tuju kan. So ini mungkin akan membantu balik dekat company tu. Contoh, company bagus, ada expertise, ada dia punya technical team yang hebat kan. Tapi kalau kat market ni bercerita benda yang luar daripada fundamental company research kan, dia effect. Sebab pelabur-pelabur luar ni, kawan-kawan kita ni, mungkin salah seorangnya ialah pemberi tender. Bagi kita dia klien kita. Individu ni dia reserve, dia share. Kita pun recommend. Tiba jatuh. Tidak lagi esok company ni datang di atas tender. Company ni buat aku rugi. So jadi personal macam ni. It happen outside. Sebab apa? Sebab masa dia ambil position tu, dia pun tak tahu pasal fundamental anything apa company ni pun. Sebab yang pelabur ni manusia ke tak? Yang pelbagai position, pelbagai kata mungkin ada kuasa kita satu je tak? Itu yang dalam market perspektif ni, kita sebagai orang kata frontliner kepada market kan, we are very important person. Not just buy and sell, not just understanding fundamental, not just understand orang kata technical ataupun operation kan. Kita kena understand what the situasi company itu is at, and then how we can help. Sebab apa? Sebab kita ni barisan depan pasaran modal, yang pemberi modal tak? Salah satu mengapa syarikat ni pergi listing, dilisted sebab nak berjumpa dengan pemberi modal ke? Kalau pemberi modal perspektif dia negatif, dia tak faham kan? So macam mana company ni nak dapat modal dan nak go the business buat yang dia plan dalam dia blueprint. Nampak okay? It's not about just macam I cakap tadi, it's not about just we just dealer by selling share market je. We happy the company to grow. Macam ni ramai ni 75 orang dekat 500 juta, seorang klien ambil spend RM1,000 pun kan? Dah cukup untuk growkan satu risiko tu lah. Tapi understanding dia kita nak orang kata kecilkan gap tu. Nanti ada salah satu program ni kita bawa risiko kan, sharing dengan dia orang. Nanti bila saya ni pun bukan soal dalam sebelum ni soalan pelik-pelik kan. Tapi bila jumpa owner, dia orang nampak macam lebih muka pun bercerah balik. Cuma dia orang ni lah kata yang PT dekat meeting public ni kan, risiko kan. Tapi dia berjob lah. Risiko berjob clearing kat dia orang kan, apa yang boleh diingat, quite understand. Dia pun akan menyampaikan how to nak drive the portfolio tu. Dia detail pada orang player kan. Okey, ada apa tambah lagi? Ini tak ada soalan engineering mana kan? Kan?
Kalau tanya pun I tak boleh jawab. I bukan engineer, I accountant.
Sebab dia orang lupa. Dia orang dulu as engineer, dia dah lupa pakai engineer tu dia orang lucut dah. Dia orang ni pakai remainder. Dia kata watak dia orang bukan dia tengok enjin lah. Dan dia orang tengok behavior manusia. Remainder ni work dia as behavior. Kan? How to drive the behavior investor. Tu. Ada persoalan tanya lagi? Kan? Saya pun boleh.
CEO dengan CFO tu bukan adik-beradik?
Siapa?
Apa CFO dengan CEO bukan adik-beradik?
Bukan.
Khairil dengan Mirul. Kan?
Bukan.
Memang tak muka pun lain.
Abdul Aziz.
Oh tak. Lain.
Saja.
Tak boleh adik-beradik.
Okay, the good thing bila kita ada buat kerja macam ni kan, kita lihat sebenarnya apa internal dengan external punya yang rumah saya dengar tu tak sama, betul tak?
Betul?
Internal, dia orang pun everybody, internal management nak make sure kan siapa tak nak company grow. Company grow, gaji pun naik. Projek tambah, gaji pun naik. Siapa tak nak, betul? Semua orang nak macam tu. Tapi external factor mungkin mempengaruhi, kan? So pada orang-orang macam mana kita nak membantu sebagai external factor ni, tertarik kepada internal factor. Itu strategi biasa tu corporate finance kan, can help lah kan, division kan, capital risk capital. That's how another strategy macam mana nak balancekan balik internal dengan external punya factor sebenarnya. Mungkin dia tadi kan, mungkin sekarang ni kalau katakan contoh company ada potential, tetapi tak nak depend kepada gearing, betul? Now but looking kena ada capital, betul? Tapi dengan ada market yang macam kita ni lebih understand, lebih clear objektif company lah, we can help the internal punya team lah kan. So maybe kita boleh membantu kan, bila ada like issue whatever semua kan, kita tahu that money will manage by management team yang proper kan, and can go to the economy. We translate kepada revenue company balik, betul tak? Lama-lama yang negatif external factor ni lama-lama dia akan dilute, lama akan hilang. Akan dipenuhi oleh very good investor yang very positive factor, betul tak? That's one of kita kena slowly kita kena understand.
Orang ni almost every week akan ada orang approach nak beli take over. Ada je ramai. So because they know the assets are there, dia tahu kita punya kepayahan kita ni sebab kita beli isukan Datuk dulu. Tapi the assets, all these projects are there. Jadi memang I always get request lah.
Bila asset concession 21
1 tahun.
2 tahun, 20 tahun kan. Long term, siapa tak nak kan?
Macam plus lah dapat 21.
Awal plus pun berebut orang nak.
Itulah.
Ini kan energi kan.
Itulah, so we always take over pasal sekarang ni funds kan yang investor dia tak boleh pergi dekat fossil oil punya companies kan. So they are always looking for renewable energy kind of company. So kita ni memang selalulah orang nak take over lah.
Once the structure tu okay, solid, then big fund management akan masuk.
Dulu kita punya insti shareholders 20%.
20%.
20% insti.
Berapa persen?
20%.
20% kalau. Sekarang
Memang kita nak jadi institutionalize masa tu kan. Sekarang ni some of them tak boleh support dah kan sebab they came at a higher price. So we understand. We also told them that tak apa, let us sort out our issues, nanti masuk balik. Tapi adalah dah ada datang haji fund ke apa yang masuk.
Dia macam kita dah bincang tu. Normally management company yang the long term punya objektif. Fund manager 20% pun is long term objektif. Tapi kalau ada 5%, 10% retail yang perspektif dia negatif, what happen now? Dia affected all. Dia affected all. Kan? Macam saya baca kan, sampai tahu we meet a few company kan. Ada yang owner pegang dah 70, institution pegang dah 20. Kita yang 10%, 5% tu affected the market tu. Bila market affected, because bila listed dia everybody can see dia punya persembahan tu. Orang kakak tengok dia kan tengok value berapa aset. Dia tak baca buka annual report tengok NTA berapa semua. Dia tengok market price dah 5 sen. Everybody see that way. Lepas tu bila fund manager ni pula dia nak masuk, dia rasa galat lah. Dia kata aku beli, aku tengok value okey, tapi kenapa market tak market tak terima. Dia tak faham yang ini lift and objective
lah, sebab dia pun ada financial implications. Kalau ada fair value, so called fair value turun, dia kena write off kat fund dia. Dia it's a loss lah kan, sebab mark to market kan. So that's why sometimes dia tak match lah, macam Bandar cakap tadi, tak match the fundamental and the share price because of illiquid. Shares are illiquid.
Sebab retail investor dia lebih takut benda yang hidden. Itu yang kita orang direct dengan retail investor. Dia akan tanya kita apa company buat.
Berspekulat mana-mana dia dengar, dia tanya kita.
Dia kalau how we pitching our retail, kadang-kadang dia the skill you all lah. Macam normally what I do kan, I do kata back to the fundamental. But our retail dia tak ada knowledge, atau dia pun tak sempat baca. Walaupun dia chartered account pun kan, dia boleh tengok sampai 1000 company list kau. Kecuali kita yang memberitahu. Pertama. Nombor 2, dalam fundamental tu normally always ada fact. There's a number. Betul? Yang tak translate dengan market value. Tapi dalam tu ada nama juga. Kata-kata kalau you tak beli, contohnya harga company dah RM1, NTA dia RM1, okey semua, tak ada hutang pun, potential semua ada. But participate daripada fund manager pun a lot. Ramai kita ni selalu dengar kata the bridge, the bridge between the real economy dengan capital market. Tapi bila listed company tu berlayar je pergi ke laut kan, keluar daripada sungai, betul? A lot of things yang akan give you pleasure.
Pleasure and pain actually. Pain.
Pain kan? So tapi kebanyakan corporate finance not involved dalam company. Ada ability salah because dia involved dalam company tu, dia nampaklah what happen. And then nak betulkan balik is need the corporate finance, kita corporate exercise. Public market ni kita nak untung return. Yang dalam operation business kan, kena lagi banyak challenging sebab dia kena work on the operation. Nak generate kan return boleh.
Let's say lah, for example, you dapat menang bidding, ada orang pula silent 50%. Okay, apa kita nak buat sekarang? Okay, so kita kena react lah, apa nak kita nak buat kan. So dia banyak things that you need to be always on the toe, because you can plan konsep semua cantik, you boleh buat macam case power masa kita start tu sini sampai sini, which it does. Tapi kita tak tahu pula, alamak ada pula sebab isu kan dah habis semua, go haywire. So we have to like tukar balik the strategy, fikir balik macam nak buat. And masa tu jadi serba tu kan, every day is like, you know, like for me lah, at least kan, memang lah I rasa tak tahulah apa lagi bala dia tak terjun bangunan je.
Tapi dah okey dah ya.
Sekarang ni dah stabilize lah, alhamdulillah lah.
Kira memang Datuk Karim dah tak ada dengan Reneuco.
Tak ada. Dia marah, dia tak cakap dengan any of us. Dah setahun dah tak cakap dengan dia.
Tapi the more important you tengok Reneuco, Hari ni kita kadang-kadang kita tengok a lot research ko kadang yang datang to me, we want to focus on this project, we want to focus this one kan, but we need help. Dia bukan nak suruh kita tolong participate. Dia kata, please make people understand us. Please make people understand us.
Yeah, I think the first thing is no, we don't have Datuk Karim anymore. Jangan relate us to Datuk lah anymore. Dia memang tak ada langsung.
Okay, tak ada apa lah kan?
Okay.
Tak ada apa lah kan?
Tak ada class question
Dah cover talking about the expectation dah cover dah. You understand about the receivable kan? Nanti dia tanyakan receivable.
Yes, receivable.
Receivable is RPT lah.
Dulu Sarah ni, dia sini tau. Sarah ni, dia dulu macam kita dulu jadi anak. Dia selalu melawan mak bapak je. Now kita jadi mak bapak, baru kita faham. Rupanya susah nak kontrol anak kan. So, Sarah, kita ni semua daripada service sector.
Ya,
We service sector. We not the yang kata bukan dia business punya operation je. Tapi bila kita dah masuk situ, kan, baru kita tahu banyak benda yang kita kena uruskan, banyak benda kita kena challenging, banyak benda kita ni kan. So, ada kita apa? Tapi kalau yang luar faham, ini faham, atau dia anak yang taat, pelabur yang taat, kan? So mudahlah company ni untuk grow kan, betul tak? Kita ikut plan dia je, betul tak? Macam kita mak bapak, kita terbaik nak buat plan untuk anak-anak kita, betul tak? Tapi anak kita pun tak ikut, macam kita dulu lah kan? Sama macam kita anak kan? So I know later kan company tu always ada objektif, ada very good intention. Tak ada siapa nak go to bad intention pun. Tapi need the support, need understanding from our yang bukan inside ni kan. Yang kita ni jangan ikut je kan. So how you nak translate kan, how you nak tak display kan, kita sama tengok lah how the Reneuco to move kan, what they need later on, what need the support kan. Kita yang lebih faham, kita boleh support lah, betul tak kan. Tak banyak company Melayu sama energy company pula kan. Kita ni nak ramai sini engineer energy, tak? Ramai engineering kan. Tapi kita knowledge engineering kita ada, betul tak? Tapi nak own ataupun nak easy way, nak people work for us, that's why we buy this company, betul? So rasa lebih faham, orang engineering faham dengan apa situation company-company dalam yang berbisnes dalam engineering kan. How difficult thing nak achievekan the expectation tu kan.
At the end of the day, the translation lah into profitability. At the end of the day is financials kan. It's all about numbers kan. Kita punya teknologi best macam mana pun kalau number tu tak
translate kan,
is an issue lah to investors lah. Itulah. Macam saya cakap granulat kita punya best lah, first color bone grafting ke best lah, but we still cannot translate it into profitability yet, you know. But then the issue is on sustainability. Can we sustain or not? You know, although we have the best technology, can we sustain or not? That is the key lah. If you ask us, the issue that public listed company is facing now lah. So
okay, tak ada apa dah.
Ya.
Kan? Penat puasa ni kan.
Apa?
Puasa ni kan?
Tak apa. Ya, no worries.
Kan, dia ada 5 orang lagi tak ramai lagi sikit. Tidak kan, semua soalan orang ni.
Tak ada, it's okay. It's fine. No worries.
Apa dia orang ni, to me the future of the frontliner in capital market.
Ya.
Ya, sekarang ni seorang ada 1,000, tahun depan dia tambah 2,000.
Yalah.
Lagi tambah 10 tahun dah 10,000.
Betul.
Kan?
Very important.
So kita kena dekatkan gap tu kan. Okay Mun. Ada apa lagi?
Rasanya semua soalan dah terjawab. So, homework yang kita tengok bawa daripada hari Isnin hari tu pun dah terjawab. Diorang biasa sebelum ni kalau company PLC diorang datang kan, dia akan work for 3 days before dengan study. We form a group discussion here lah.
Tapi of course apa you baca tu apa yang I nak you all baca. Kalau dalam public domain ni.
Cuma apa yang tak dapat dibaca.
Apa yang tak dapat dibaca tu lah.
Cuma muncul kat sini kan.
Okay, kita dah pun dah tengah hari dah pun.
Buat sesi dulu, gambar dulu.
Okay, lepas ni kita akan teruskan dengan sesi bergambar. So minta gentleman tolong alihkan.
Dia sesi bergambar ni penting kan? Bila dia orang go to dia orang punya
Client.
detail dia kan. Dia tahu the true story kan. Anyone suka tanya.